Let's go. So let's begin. Steve Bruce. He's going straight
Or
into
should we
PE
start
teacher.
elite then
PE
go back?
teacher,
Or should we
man.
start with?
Should we go with the order of?
Okay, let's go with
Go in
the
the
order
order
of
that
managers.
it's there.
Go with the order
Go
of
in the
managers.
there.
Okay,
Steve Bruce. He's PE teacher.
PE teacher, man.
PE teacher.
He has to be PE
Worst
teacher.
man-
Is there?
or
He's
second
a
worst now
championship
after-
I
manager.
don't really think there's
Yeah,
any
after
argument
Heckleburn.
there.
Steve
That
Bruce
stinks,
is
man.
Teacher.
He stinks.
Ralph.
Ooh.
I think personally he's better than Southampton.
You think so?
I know it's controversial, but
Nah.
9-0.
He got slapped 9-0
No.
twice.
I know twice. That's a bit sauce, but I don't
I
know.
think
He's a good
not being
manager.
backed.
Though. He's a good manager.
He's not being
though.
backed.
He's
Like,
working with some bad players.
Outside of
Yeah.
he does have a lot of bad players.
Honestly,
Like
we
Theo
gotta be
Walcott is
honest.
starting.
Obviously, we gotta be honest. We can't discredit what he's done with the two
Yeah.
9-0s, but those 2 9-0s are they do hold your legacy back quite a bit.
They do. I think I'd go with
Yeah.
average.
Yeah, average is fair.
Average is
yeah.
probably fair. Average is probably fair.
I hear that. Yeah.
Wait, who's
Bielsa,
the fifth one?
Lampard.
That's
Lampard.
Lamps, bro. That's Lamps. That's Chelsea's main man. That's Chelsea's legend right there.
Right.
Captain, leader, legend. Like
Yeah.
Bielsa.
Yeah.
I think Bielsa has to go
Ooh.
good, or maybe even
Good,
elite, because
good.
for Leeds,
Might be elite, you know. But then again, he hasn't been.
I put him
he's
as
been-
good. I put
He's
him as
good. He's not elite. He's not elite.
but I
Because
mean,
of
what would he need to do for elite?
Defensively, that's us.
What
Improve the
more could
defense.
he have done with
They
this
concede so
side
much.
this season?
Yeah,
What
but
more could
they're
he
like-
have done?
No,
He's
you
so
can't
against-
put him in a
but
league.
He's so against changing. Like he knows what he has to do to change, and I respect him not changing too much because he wants to play his own way. But he has got to change next season, definitely.
Yeah.
But like, I
And
think
you
you
can't
they're-
consider elite.
He's not. Yeah, you can't say elite.
But he just
because
doesn't
of-
have the personnel of players to play how he wants to really think about.
Yeah, but he's been. He
Mm.
concedes a lot.
no, but let's
they
leave it.
don't-
Let's
He
leave
they're
just
it.
not
plays with
winning.
he just plays with one DM, and the thing is like normally that would work if you have the right players. But
Mm.
I think good
I
is
think
fair.
good is fair.
But it's
Their
very
expectations
respectful for
though
him.
was just to
Yeah.
stay up. Like their expectations was to
Yeah.
stay up, and now they're fighting for top
Yeah.
half. That's good.
So that is good.
And I
yeah.
see them have touched like. Let's hope that they become a stable Premier League team now.
Yeah.
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 Nuno.
I think Nuno's had a poor season.
He's had a very poor season.
But
Yeah.
Well, if we look at what
Well,
hasn't
Jimenez got injured, so I guess.
He
Yeah,
hasn't
but everyone's had
reacted well
injuries.
to that.
though.
But everyone
everyone's
has
had
injuries. Yeah.
And they have poor squad depth as well.
Where is
He
Wolves in
spent
the league
40
right now?
million on Fabio Silva.
Wait, where are Wolves
Yeah.
right now?
Wolves
They're
are
13th.
13th, I think. Yeah.
13.
Oh yeah, nah, you have to say average then.
no,
Wait.
I'm not sure because he
They're-
came.
I wouldn't know. I won't give him average. I think I.
Are we basing it on
They're-
this season
they're
or
only
just
three-
in general?
Just this season.
Then
this
If it's just this season, then it's
I
average.
think
but that's
we
fair.
should
That's
do in
unfair.
general.
poor.
man.
It's
Because
I think we
if,
should do
because
in
if we're
general.
saying just this season, then Klopp would have to go down to good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do in
Let's
general.
do general.
Let's do
I
in
think
general.
Okay,
average
He's
general.
good.
He's a good
General,
manager.
I think
Ooh,
good
okay.
is good for him. In
Yeah,
general,
okay.
Manager still.
what he's done
Okay.
with Wolves is quite impressive.
Mm.
Okay, then Lampard.
Back Frank.
PE teacher, bro. I got stinks. He's out of a
not
job,
thinking,
man.
yeah.
The guy got sacked for a reason. Get him out of here, man.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
wouldn't
be
put him
criticism.
in.
If I'm being
Doesn't
honest,
make
if we're looking at what he's done overall, I say he's an average manager.
Nah, he's a
think
PE
put-
teacher, man. He's a PE
Is he
teacher.
on the same level as Ralph?
This guy got back.
He's slightly worse than Ralph, but
So I'd say
Okay, maybe-
poor. I'd
I'll
say
say
poor.
I'm in between here, but I think I'll just.
I wanna say poor.
he's in the average between.
He's
average
better
and
than
poor.
Steve Bruce. He's better than
Don't
Steve
have a
Bruce.
job.
He's a lot
Yeah,
better
don't
than
have a
Steve
job.
Bruce.
He's better than Steve Bruce.
Don't have a job.
I think I'll just put
Okay.
him up for.
I say poor.
Just
is
the
fair.
fact that he got
It's
sacked doesn't just give too much argument for him. So
Yeah, poor is fair.
Yeah. No.
This is the one.
Is this in general?
Yeah.
Klopp's elite.
Klopp's
Klopp's elite.
elite.
Yeah,
we know,
that's
we know
it.
where Klopp's going. We know where Klopp's going.
He's elite still. Not
Yeah,
this
Klopp-
season, but overall.
Yeah.
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 Bit of a baby.
This season has
Yeah.
been crumbling under the pressure.
Yeah.
Complaining every
Moyes.
2 seconds.
Is that
This
the
season
Spanish? Is that the
could be
Spanish
it.
Vincent de la Boss I see?
Oh my gosh.
I think that's
Yeah,
Dean
the
Smith.
bin,
Dean
bro.
Smith is.
Get in the bin, bro.
Oh, no,
I'll
it's not.
say
Who is it?
Moyes.
David Moyes. Oh my
Moyes.
god. I'm
He's
so
good.
mad.
He's good. He's
I'll
good.
He's
take
good.
it.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
No, Moyes is
Yeah.
good. Moyes is a good man.
Upper,
Yeah.
upper tier of good.
Is actually is he good or average?
Nah, he's good.
Nah,
He's
Is he
good.
better than
He's
But
Ralph?
West Ham is good. He's got
Yeah.
West Ham fighting for Europe, man. He's
That's
good.
true. That's true.
I
That's
think
true.
he's better than Ralph.
I don't
Yeah,
always
yeah.
like the style of play,
It's
but
like-
he's doing
I'd
well.
put him
Nah, he's
in between
good.
there, but yeah, I think good is just
Yeah.
fair because of what he's done this season.
Next.
This is tough, Don
Allardyce.
Carlo.
Carlo,
Don't-
good.
Elite. There's no argument.
You
Nah,
think
he's
elite?
good. He's good,
100%,
man.
he's
He's
an
not the
elite
same
man.
manager that he once was. He's good.
He's not
Elite
elite in
manager.
terms of the Premier
Average.
League.
Good, man.
He's won
He's
obviously
good.
Chelsea.
Average.
He's got Everton fighting for top 4.
I'm
Average.
still saying
Yeah,
good.
he's
He's a good
good.
manager.
He's good.
No, I think he's elite. I think
I'd
he's
go
elite.
for
I think he's
average.
good.
Or good is
Average.
fair.
He's higher. He's in the higher sector of good, I would say.
Yeah.
But he's good. You think it's average or
Everton have the most unbalanced team in the
No
league.
longer the
so-
man he was. But yeah.
fair,
Well, I mean,
fair,
this
fair.
season you
Maybe-
can't really
maybe
argue with
good
what
is
he's done.
fair.
Ooh,
Maybe
we've got
good is
Sarab's guy coming up. We've got Sarab's
Chris
doing.
Wilder.
Wilder.
I mean,
I
in
think
terms of
what I'm saying.
everything he's done.
You have to
Yeah,
put him as
so-
average. He's an because what he's done last season.
This is tough because it's the Premier League we're talking. In terms of the Premier League, he's done good, but in terms of his whole thing, he's been elite. Everything he's done.
No way you're
Yeah.
putting. Don't
Yeah,
ever in your life
in
try and
everything-
put
in
Wilder
We're
everything.
talking
in
about
that
Premier
league.
League. We're talking about Premier League, just Premier League.
No, sorry, but what he's done is elite.
And
innit?
sneak him
But
into
he's not
elite
an
out,
elite
bug
manager.
out.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
I
what
get what
he's
you're
done
saying.
for the club.
In terms of like Sheffield United, what he's done for them
Yeah.
is elite. But if we're looking in
Yeah.
in a grand scheme of things, I would say he's a good to average manager in it.
man.
But
He's average.
because of how bad Sheffield fell off this season,
Average.
you'd have
He's
to put him in
average,
poor.
man.
Good.
Yeah.
I'd actually put him
Wait.
in poor.
We put Lampard in poor.
Nah,
Chris Wilder-
not poor. Not
Average.
poor because
He's
Lampard
average.
got
Sarah,
backed
what
by
do you go for? Sarah,
Abramovich.
what do you go for?
Average.
Lampard got
Average.
hella.
Are we
Denzel,
saying
what do
Chris
you go
Wilder
for?
was backed as well? Chris Wilder
Average,
spent 20 million on Brewster.
Josh, what do you go for?
We can't compare
Uh,
Lampard to Wilder. No way.
He's done a good job, but I have to put him as poor because of how bad
You
he
think
fell off.
poor?
I can't compare him
He
to
put-
Lampard.
he put-
No way Lampard has.
No way
Sheffield
he's on the
fighting
same
for-
level as
No,
Lampard.
deep
No way
deep
Lampard
deep
gets
Come
Sheffield
on, man.
fighting for European places ever.
No, that's why I
He's
agree.
average.
I agree. If they didn't fall off as bad, if they were still like, if they were like where Brighton are now, I'll put him as average. But because they were bottom and they were so bad, it's like it's extremes of both, innit? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
I
why.
get you.
I
I don't know, but normally in a Sheffield, like normally they'd be fighting for like relegation in all things.
Yeah.
The
But this
quality
this they
have.
weren't fighting for again. They were down. Like I think they
Yeah,
won one
but
game.
Last season, what they did, I don't know. I just feel like he has to at least be average.
I don't know because he spent money as well. He spent 40 million on Ramsdale and Brewster.
Yeah, I just feel like the decision making and the signings were not really. You know,
Yeah.
and then the burnout obviously from having such a good season and stuff. I mean, we've seen a lot of teams fall off the season as well.
But in terms of teams affected by injuries, they were probably in the top 3. Like,
They were also quite.
they
good.
did have the
they
most
had quite a
probably
few injuries. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I think average is just fair.
Uh,
Brendan
Brendan
Rodgers.
Rodgers, average.
He's good. He's good.
Average.
Good.
No, he's a good
Bro, he's
manager.
good.
I would go
I
for
don't
average.
think he's average. I don't
Good.
think.
I think it.
Wait,
I
you
think
think
he's
he's
average.
worse than?
I think he's getting overrated now.
I think
Nah,
he's
I think
average.
he's a good manager.
You think he's
Yeah.
average?
I don't.
You wanted to put Nuno over Brendan Rodgers
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Come on now.
I would.
Let's not be silly.
and David Moyes over Rodgers.
Nah,
I
I
would.
don't do that. He's good. He's good.
I would.
He's
He hasn't
good.
really. He hasn't done anything monumental in his career per se.
So we have 2 people saying good, 2 people saying average. I think it's down to Josh. So where is he
He hasn't done
landing?
anything monumental in his career.
I
saying
say
good.
good. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it's
What do
good.
you
Yeah,
mean
no,
he hasn't
Good.
done anything
Because-
monumental though?
Like I don't know. Every stage, big stage has been to his bottle day when it really mattered. So I don't know.
But same with Pochettino though, and people will put Pochettino in elite.
Yeah, but I mean, Pochettino did
Yeah.
still go get to a higher level than him. Like
I mean,
taking first
Pochettino got
place.
to a
Pochettino
Champions League
won
final.
nothing, man.
No, there's.
I know they still did know.
He's won nothing, though.
I mean, that's still a greater thing that he had prime Suarez and storage, and you know.
Yeah,
he
look
just
what
got
happened
back.
at Liverpool.
But that
Those were-
defense was shocking.
That's probably one of the best 2 strikers this thing ever in the
But
Premier League.
that defense and midfield was meaty. He had
Yeah, it was.
Skirtle and Flanagan and
finished-
Alberto Moreno.
I
What
finished
Suarez and
Steven
Sturridge was
Gerrard.
doing. I feel you put Suarez and Storage in any side, and anybody should be able to win the league.
But they
no
weren't
matter
even.
how
I don't even
average
think they
the
were
rest of the squad is.
I don't think they were the best team in the league, and he had them
Yeah.
fighting for the title. They had no business fighting for the title with their defense and midfield.
With Suarez and Storage, I think every team has shouts for fighting.
No,
for
no,
the
no.
title.
But he did his thing though. He got them.
He did fight for his
challenging
title, but at the end of the
for-
day, he did bottle it. So I guess. And
I
it
don't
was
think
quite
Yeah,
that's-
like-
nah, he didn't
It's
bottle
It's not
it.
him.
Gerrard bottled it.
Yeah.
That
wasn't
wasn't
even a
on
Gerrard
him.
team.
But it wasn't Gerrard. It was being 3-0 up against Crystal Palace,
Palace.
and going to 3-3. So
Yeah,
you know,
that
I
was
don't know.
atrocious.
Fair enough.
That's
He-
players
he-
and managers though. It wasn't
you
down
put
to
him as
him.
good. The best thing that he's probably done.
But yeah, put him as just.
would
I
be
think
this
good.
season, maybe
Maybe
if he
change
doesn't
it.
win Champions League, then maybe.
Mhm.
I mean, last season he bottled that as well. So
Yeah,
Well,
he
fair
did.
enough. I think we'll just say good. After the season, I feel like a lot of people may be saying average. We'll see. Pep. Okay,
I
no
think we know
question.
Easy.
Elite.
Easy.
Elite.
I
If there
I
was
don't
a
think there's
level
any
higher,
argument against Elite.
Yeah, exactly. You could even make another tier for him, to be
Yeah,
honest.
probably.
He's clear of everyone in this league.
People weren't saying that last season, innit?
Yeah, I was calling him a bold
Probably should
fraud.
get a hair transplant with the wages.
I've always
Same
rated
Denzel,
Pep.
same
Fraud.
I feel like
Fraudiola.
But it is what it is. You can't be Ole, but he's still elite. Well, not
I
at
was
the
always,
Etihad anyway.
I was
but
always
yeah.
saying that Liverpool side, yeah, they were never scary, bruv. They were never scary. They were just very good and efficient. They always took their chances, but in terms of being a scary side, like that Centurion team, they were scary. Liverpool
Yeah.
18, 19,
I don't know,
20.
man. No, maybe not Liverpool 1920, but Liverpool 18-19, the one where they were
18-19, or they were better.
18-19 were the best.
Scary, man. I don't think they were
18-19
scary.
were probably the best side to not have won the league. Those guys were scary.
They might be,
Probably.
but they were never scary. They were never like when you're talking about the best sides, in my opinion. I think a big factor is your fear factor, in it. In my opinion, they never truly had that fear factor for me. Like
Maybe
obviously they were difficult. Obviously they were difficult in terms
Not many
of.
people wanted to play Liverpool.
No,
I
no,
didn't
no,
want to
no. That's the thing. Every champions you play, you don't want to play against them. That's the thing. But I'm talking about the fear factor. Like
I
no
feel
one-
like I can agree with that for 1920. 1920, I feel like they were just very,
I think
but
they
I
should.
feel like that 18-19 was, even City didn't like going to them. Even City didn't like playing Liverpool.
I don't know. Early Liverpool were more scary in my opinion. That high press, oof. Nah, them man were more scary back then, in my opinion.
When did Liverpool knock City out of the Champions League? Was it 18-19?
18-19, yeah.
18-19.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah,
completely
17,
washed
18.
Pep that season. It was quite awful, man. That's why I knew that.
It was 17, 18.
Was it 17-18?
Right.
Yeah, because they lost to
Oh,
Real
sorry, they
Madrid in the
won it
final.
18-19. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of what's it called? Tottenham knocked out City the
Mm.
18
Year
19
after,
season.
yeah. The old Hoot next.
The Owl.
Oh, Roy.
We'll be ripping
Boy
it up at
Hudson.
once.
I think he's a poor
Boy
manager.
Hudson.
I think he's in the poor section.
Yeah, I'd say that. At the moment, yeah.
Yeah, I think he
Like
is.
I said before, if Palace go down, they ain't coming up.
Yeah.
They're
But
far from going down.
They're safe now, and I think they're gonna move on from him.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I think they
They
want to
should.
change.
They have to.
Did you get someone more promising?
Palace have some decent assets though.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
disagree.
feel like a
No
lot of
way.
people. I feel like some of their star signings would go though. I think Zaha will
Mm.
go this
That's the
season.
point. They'll leave, but then they have such an old squad. That is
Yeah,
like,
they do.
Yeah, their squad is.
they have the oldest squad in the league.
They
But
can rebuild.
I've been reading they do want to change it, and they're aware of it, so they are trying to change it. That's why they bought Eze. They bought some Ferguson, but he's been injured all the time, innit? But
Yeah, the
Tyreek
fullback.
Mitchell's quite good as well.
Yeah, Tyreek Mitchell. Yeah,
Potter.
Yeah, guy that everyone
I
talks
think he's a
hard
good
one to
manager. Honestly,
this is tough.
I think he's average.
Slightly overrated though.
Yeah, he's overrated. He's mad overrated.
I think he's a good manager.
I think he's massively overrated.
But is he overrated enough to be rated like?
Is he
Because
okay?
of he's overrated because of the whole XG thing. If we're being real.
But as
Yeah.
a manager, your job is to set your team out to attack.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but then
defend.
Okay, I'll
XG,
give him-
XG is
I
kind of
think
like a
maybe
flawed
good.
system. But a lot of people just see that and think that sometimes
I think you could sneak him.
I don't think you
know.
could
To
put
me,
him
in
good.
between
I don't
here.
think-
I think
think
average. Put
Yeah.
average.
Average.
He's not done much.
He's not
better
quite there yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like
hear that. I hear that.
yeah,
I
I
do.
feel like
But it's
maybe
better
when
than
you
the
see
2 and
him with-
average.
Like David
Maybe-
Moyes has done a lot better than him
Yeah, I can't put Potter on the same level
as Moyes
as Moyes, yeah,
or Bielsa.
or even exactly. So I think average is just fair.
Next, we got the terrorist.
Jose Mourinho.
This fell off heavy.
He's just a good manager now.
It's been a poor season.
Even
though.
a good manager.
We have to base on what he's done at Tottenham, and he's been poor at Tottenham.
Looking at the Hotspurs.
So he's a
They're
good
out of the
manager.
Europa League.
Freezing
They-
out players, tactical decisions.
Man.
They're sick.
I think he's
They're
average, man.
underperforming.
He's
They've
average
underperformed.
at the moment.
We're talking about in general, though.
Performance.
That's the thing, though. We're talking about in general. I think he's
In
still.
general,
I think we should talk about-
to 05 and 06.
Nah, I think we should talk about what they've done
Yeah.
at the clubs in which they're currently in.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
think. And he's been poor.
I
Uh,
think he's
yeah.
been
Or what they've just
Poor.
done
I think-
recently.
poor is harsh.
Poor is
I
harsh.
would say
poor is harsh, poor is
average.
harsh.
I would say average.
I don't know.
No, but
I mean,
think
if they win a
underperformed.
Carabao Cup, it's gonna. I don't know.
I
He's
think still a good
underachieved.
I think he's still a good manager. He's finished at the
average.
top level, innit? He's not the same manager, but he's always on the decline, but he's still a good manager.
Has he done much better than Frank did in the first season?
He came halfway through, innit?
Yeah, but Frank in the first season done better than any of that Jose's done in for Spurs.
I mean, the season ain't finished yet, innit? So we don't know.
True, but
I mean, all they got really is League Cup, innit? That's it.
mhm.
I mean, if they get top 4 somehow, then I mean,
They
it
are
might
quite
be a
close
different.
to top 4, you know. I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people are not giving them enough.
That's why I still
I
say
don't
he's a good
know.
manager. I think
That's why
average is-
I feel like I may go with good if I'm being honest.
You can't. Nah, he's not on the same level as Chris Wilder, man. Nah, come on, that's disrespectful. Nah.
I'm portfolio. I feel like I have to
Maybe
put him as
we'll
good.
sneak him in good.
I think it would, yeah.
I think that's very generous. Very.
I think
The
that's
good section
generous.
is
He's
getting
kind of
very
generous,
full.
but I just feel
I
like
think
I don't know.
And I also think that I don't know.
Nah.
It might be a bit
If
controversial.
if we're deep in what they've done for their clubs, Bielsa has to be above these other guys.
Really?
Yeah, because do you know
Nah.
Max was telling us that they were a mid-table champion, and now they're a top half Premier League team.
I mean, where
Yeah,
did
but you're
Sheffield
basing it
United
from
come
Well, we're
Championship to
basing it on
Premiership,
Premier
though.
League.
That's
though.
why. That's
Yeah,
that's
but
what I was
even
on about
so-
Chris Wilder. Like
Yeah.
that's
but
the
even
thing I
so,
was
like
saying.
my thing, no, but my thing is like I remember Max was telling us like they haven't even changed their players. So like the players that he's using are not that good, and they're a top half Premier League team.
No, I get
But
what
then,
I get what you're
yeah, I
saying.
get that. But then that's the
He's
same
not- he's
argument
not
we're
elite,
having
though.
for Wilder, though.
He's not
Because
elite.
what he
though.
did for
And that's
Sheffield
why
too,
Wilder's in
the-
average. Because if it was just on his performance, he'd be in poor.
But Wilder used the same
No,
players as
but
well.
what
that he had for
Wilder
the
did,
past
what Wilder did
4
with
years.
Sheffield. I mean, Sheffield had a better team than Leeds had to have a better team than Sheffield, and he
You
did
think?
better last season than Bielsa.
Yes, yeah, they do. They do.
I think it's only
course,
because
of
I think it's
course.
only because they're playing under Bielsa. I think before they weren't that good because Bamford is considered a very good striker now. He was considered not good enough for the Championship.
Yeah, but then Leeds don't even have any striker half of what up to what Bamford is.
To be honest, one thing with Bamford has been a prospect though. He's not like he's a poor quality
But
player.
people- have been
Yeah,
saying-
bro,
'cause
Sheffield
he-
don't have any striker that is half as good as Bamford.
But they bought strikers that they thought were good though. So like they spent 20 million.
I
on
mean,
Bruce.
that's obviously poor. That's what
Yeah.
kind of happened to Nuno with the signings. I guess you never know though. These players could still come through, but I guess
maybe.
I guess we have to factor in kind of everything in it, what they've done for the club, the level that we think they're at
I
as a
think
manager.
Jose can't be in good, man.
But
I
Jose
feel like I'm
can't
not
be in
putting
that
Bielsa
conversation.
in. I
then.
feel like I'm
Yeah,
not
Jose
putting Bielsa
can't.
in Pep. and
Jose
Klopp.
can't be in that conversation.
Nah, I think Jose's still a better manager. than
Nah, I
Ralph
think he's
and-
average. I think he's average at Spurs. He's been a
Jose.
terrorist.
You could
man.
arguably say Spurs are worse under Jose.
They should
than
be in
were.
the top 4.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, with that
comfortably.
squad, they should be.
There.
Yeah, he should go average.
Yeah, he should go average.
He should be an
So you're
average.
saying Jose Mourinho is an average manager?
Yes,
At
I
this
told him he's
moment-
been an
For
average
Tottenham,
manager.
for
No, I'm
Has
saying
he been good?
No, but
Has he been good
how
for
I'm looking
Tottenham?
I'm looking at it overall. I'm
No,
looking
we
at it
can't be
overall.
doing that. We
overall.
can't be doing that. We
No,
Josh,
can't
you're
be
being-
doing that.
come on,
that.
man. You're being
Because
generous.
because then we can't say that Roy Hodgson's been a poor manager his whole career because he's been an
Yeah.
average manager his whole career.
No. If when I'm saying
So-
over, I mean like over like maybe let's say you could say over the last 3 or 4 years sort of thing. Obviously not
Yeah, he's
your
been
whole
out of a job
career.
for 2. He's been out of a job for
average,
2
man.
years, and
Yeah.
And what he's done at
Job's the
Spurs
only
has
one
not
he's
been.
had.
He has not been. Has he been a good manager at Spurs? I don't know. I don't think I can say that.
No, he
He
hasn't.
No.
He's been average.
He's average.
Not with the current situation that they were in
Average.
at the beginning. Like they were expected to be in top 4
Yeah,
comfortably.
like, get him down in average. Stick him in average, man.
Yeah.
That criminal.
I know it
Tried
hurts
to-
you, Josh,
He
but
tried to sneak in,
please,
but I
man.
guess he just
tried
had to
it, bro.
stick with average.
That crook.
Yeah, it's average.
Mr. Scotty
Scotty
Parker.
P.
I'm gonna go with average.
Yeah, average.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's fair.
He's improved as the
Damn.
season's gone on. He's improved
He
as
really
the
has,
season's gone
yeah.
on.
I slightly get what Josh is saying though. We're putting Jose Mourinho and Scott Parker on the same
Parker.
level. That's actually mad.
But we're
It's
basically
based
It's
on
what
the
it is,
numbers of the
man.
club.
There's a
Yeah,
context.
it
to that.
is what it
club.
is.
No, but then why is Klopp still in the elite then?
Because for Liverpool,
Because
he's
of
been-
what?
he's
Because
been-
always
Exactly,
done for
he's
Liverpool.
transformed Liverpool, man.
If they come in the
We're not judging
Conference
it based
League,
on that.
I'm not gonna lie though. We might have to review some of these because I
Yeah,
actually
we might
think
have
the Klopp one. There is
Nah,
something.
I
we
don't
can
think
say
there's
about
even an
that.
argument for Klopp not to be in it.
Really?
Yeah, there's no-
no,
Because-
no, Klopp, no,
Nah,
Klopp's
he
an elite
because-
manager.
because-
Don't get
because-
it twisted, but
Because even outside of the league, he's already, they're already in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And they're
Exactly.
probably-
Yeah, you have to say it's elite, man. Based on what he's done at Liverpool.
And
it's
then if
elite.
you're now based on the league as well, I know they're poor, but they still have a chance of pushing for a top 4 or top 6 finish. And I mean, is that really?
But top
I know-
6.
From
I
the
mean,
league.
they've been in a lot
Position.
of awful. They've been a lot of more awful titles.
I said this. Can they keep up this long-term success like the cities, like the Chelseas, or whatever?
The
like
thing is,
that?
they
It's
can.
hard- it's hard to-
They don't
debate the
have the
future.
half. They don't have half. Well, not maybe not half, but they don't have nearly as good a squad as City. So that you can obviously factor in that.
I'm
Yeah.
saying average.
And
for
then you just
Scott
have to think
Parker.
of burnout, everything. Then their injuries as well. Let's be.
But then half the burnout's on him as well.
No.
The
Parker would have
burnout
to
is on
be.
him.
Parker would have to
The
be in
burnout
poor.
is on him.
No,
Poor?
Well, you say poor.
Parker's not poor.
Nah, he hasn't been.
Parker's not poor.
No,
Wait,
he's
they're
not a
fighting
poor
relegation,
manager.
though.
He's not a poor manager,
say it's
but he hasn't
average.
done better
He's not
than
mid-table.
Roy Hodgson.
I mean,
one thing
someone
he
has
has-
to fight relegation every season, no matter how good you
No.
are.
Yeah, but you know what we're doing. We're judging it based on what we expected him to be. So we're saying he's done better than what we thought. So he's average, but in reality, it's actually still poor.
And also,
Yeah, because
he,
people said they were going straight down.
Yeah,
he had the
I mean,
chance
they
to
did start
go
the season
down with
quite poor,
Fulham,
but then he has
rebuild,
really
and
picked
come
up.
back up again.
You know what?
He had that chance.
To me, if we're putting Parker in average, then we have to move Mourinho up.
I
You
think
have to move
I think-
Hodgson up as well. You have to move Hodgson up as well because he's
Nah,
made
do you
them
know
a
what?
solid.
Lampard needs to go up then.
man, it's techie. It's techie.
This is like there has to be a sense of okay, we know you're poor, but there's still a level that we know that you're capable of.
Okay, but then you're basing it on potential.
And then we're
Mourinho's
still thinking
finished, man. He ain't got no
Yeah.
potential left. Man.
Mourinho
Come
could
on.
finish.
Mourinho's not changing for nobody. Like, come on.
Nah, put Scott Parker in poor then. Put Scott
Because
Parker.
yeah, exactly. Because
I think Poor is too harsh, man.
That is
He's
tough.
somewhere in the
but
middle. He's in the middle, man.
He's
Yeah,
not
he's in the
poor
middle.
But
manager.
we're judging
Poor
it
average.
based on other managers
He's not
rather
a poor
than
manager.
he's average. In fact, now
He's
poor,
average.
yeah.
He's
Poor.
average.
He's average.
Oh my
I say poor.
god.
He's not
Well,
on.
Parker
He's not
is
on
not
par
a
with
poor
Mourinho,
manager.
man.
he's not a poor manager. We know that, but it's unfair because look at what Roy's done. Roy's made Palace a sustainable mid-table side, and we're saying he's a poor manager.
If Fulham go down, then fair
Exactly,
enough. But if
man.
they stay up, then
But
it's going to be a monumental
Palace
You're
achievement.
judging people.
Palace have Premier League players though. Fulham had like some mean.
No. Let's look at their team. That is a Premier League side, Fulham.
No,
Fulham.
Fulham do have Premier League players.
Maybe just.
Fulham
but
arguably-
Palace have established Premier League ballers.
You can argue even Palace
they weren't
and
even supposed to
Fulham
go up.
team-wise are as good as each other.
Nah.
You think?
Palace
Let's go through
Palace are
Ariola
better side.
and Guaita.
I agree.
Ariola.
Tete,
I agree.
Kenny Tete, Tosin, Anderson, Anthony Robertson, Harrison Reed, and Gisa, Lamina, Lookman,
fair.
Loftus-Cheek,
They would.
Maja. Come on, man. Let's not pretend
Nah,
like
Palace
Fulham's
is a better
starting.
team, though. Palace is a better team.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, but I'm saying the level between them isn't that different.
Yeah, it's not.
that different, but Roy's
So
just
then
not-
shouldn't he be where Roy is?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No, I'm
do you
talking
know
about
what?
shouldn't it, position-wise, shouldn't he be where Roy is?
Should Roy be an average then?
That's what. Okay, so
Nah,
Hang on,
I
no.
don't-
Roy should
Nah,
be an
nah,
average.
nah,
No. Roy should be an
Let's
average.
get the league table because of you're saying on paper they have similar squads. Is that what you're telling me?
Nah,
They do,
That what you're telling me.
I'm saying that Fulham are
Alright,
not that far.
Fulham
away.
at 18th and Crystal Palace at 12th, and you're telling me they have
How many
similar
points are
squads.
between them.
They do have similar squads.
Okay, swap them.
If the-
Because
no,
Roy can't be
Roy
poor.
where Scott is.
Roy can't be poor, and then you're saying Scott Parker is
No, if
average.
we're talking
and then
about
you're
everything
saying
that
they have
Roy's
similar
done.
squads.
If we're talking about
You're
everything
saying they
that
have
Roy's
similar
done for
squads, but one's doing
Palace,
better than the other, but one's below the
He's
other.
kept
That
them in
doesn't
the
make
Premier
any sense.
League.
Denzel, what are you saying?
Palace are 9 points
basically-
behind. Palace
what
are
I'm
9
s-
points behind Liverpool. You know what? I think.
What
I
I'm
think
saying
we have
is-
to- we have to.
What I'm
give Roy
saying
a bit
is,
of credit
you're
here.
saying that they have similar squads on paper, and you're putting Roy Hodgson, who is higher than Scott Parker, below him in the tier list. That doesn't make any sense.
So you
it's a
think
good
Roy
point.
Hodgson should increase in it?
Or Scott
Yeah,
Parker go
saying
down.
swap
Yeah,
them.
guys,
even.
you're completely
Oh, swap
neglecting
them
what Roy's
round.
done.
Yeah,
the
I'm
past
saying
few
swap them
years.
because you can't have him there and then him there.
That's
One
actually
is
true. You
better
can
than-
actually swap Roy Hodgson
Yeah,
out
that's-
for Scott
I'm-
Parker.
Nah, they should
Yeah, I'm
both be
hearing
an
that.
average. They should both be an average.
No,
Nah,
we're
nah,
being
nah.
too lenient with this average thing.
Yeah, we're
man.
being
Swap them
far
round.
too lenient.
I don't
Obviously,
know, man.
we
Poor
know-
is
we
a
do
very.
know-
You guys know, poor is a very hard word. It's poor.
We'll
means
leave,
like,
we'll leave Scott Parker to the end and see what we do at the end.
Yeah, put Scott out of it. Take Scott out of it.
Yeah.
We'll leave him
actually,
to
come
the
back
end.
to
let me put
revisionism.
Scott Parker.
Yeah,
let
we'll
me
come
put-
back to Scott
Let me
Parker.
pull Roy.
I
let me
think
pull
Roy has to. If we're gonna put Scott Parker in average, Roy has to be an average.
Let me
as
pull
well.
Royals
Can't lie.
out as well.
This is expectations is to stay in the league. So he's done more than enough.
Yeah.
in
But
his
you
career.
just
Never
told-
been in-
We've just
Palace
agreed
never
that
been
they
in a
have
relegation battle as well under him.
Exactly, and we've just agreed they have similar squads, but one's doing way better than the other
Yeah.
position-wise. So
What's happened?
So
Dean
who's the
Smith.
next one? Is next one Dean Smith?
he's good.
He's only in
Yeah,
the
I think
he's
he's
only in the
good.
Premier League.
Nah,
because of-
he's average.
You think he's
Nah, he's
average?
He's average, man.
Look at Villa.
Nah, he's average, man.
Nah, I think.
Bro,
he's
their
average.
squad
telling me
last year
he's
was very
average, man.
poor.
I
I
think
think
he's
he's average
average.
as well.
Oh,
Nah,
he's
no way I'm
not
calling him
average.
good. No way I'm calling him
He's
good.
gonna-
He
he's
might-
basically
he might
like
be
We're
average.
saying it's average.
Yeah, I think he's
Nah,
Look at
average.
what
he's
Villa
in
are
good. He's in
doing.
good. He's good.
He's good,
Wait,
man.
They're
He's
literally
good.
in the Premier
I know we're
League
gonna
because they got a
wait.
goal
Wait, I
given
know
to
we're gonna
them.
discuss him later. Who's better, him or Deitch?
He's better. He's better than that.
He's better than
not.
that.
Deitch
Do you know what? I don't
Okay,
think he's.
Barnes.
Deitch.
No way you're saying that.
Deitch is better than him.
Deitch is
Come
better
on,
than
bro.
him.
How are you
Deitch
saying
is better than
Deitch
Dean
is better
Smith.
than Dean
Deitch is
Smith?
better
Deitch is
than
better
Dean
than
God.
Dean Smith.
Nah, man.
I knew Deitch would throw up controversy.
Bro, come on,
Nah,
Deitch.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Deitch is
You're
better than
saying-
Dean Smith.
Deitch, that. Let me even get
No,
started.
no.
Deitch,
Forget
man.
about the quality of football that they play.
Okay,
We
yeah.
have to look at Deitch
You
is
know
better
what?
than Dean Smith.
Pause. You know what? I'd say Deitch. He could creep into the good section, because he's very good at what he
should do.
does.
No,
I'll
he
give
should
him
do.
that.
They
No, he
came
walks into the
seventh
good section.
one
He
year.
gets there
They
easy.
came seventh.
Deitch is in the good section.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
They have
But so
the
is
budget of a
Smith,
banana skin.
Nah, Dean Smith.
Yeah.
Dean Smith is average.
No, wait. Let me put the
Nah,
case
nah.
I don't know
forward
what
for
you
Dean
guys
Smith.
are not really
Wait.
putting
Let me put the
Villa.
case forward. Last season, yeah, they survived relegation and they had a poor team. Jack Grealish aside, their team was poor, very poor. This season, they got the recruitment right. He brought in the right personnel for the right price, and they are massively overachieving. There's nothing that you can discredit from Dean Smith, really. Like, there's nothing that he's done badly. He kept them up and then he improved them massively. Like, I don't understand why he wouldn't be in good.
Higher than Bielsa in the
Hey,
league.
you know what? There should actually be another. No, that would make it more lenient.
Should be
innit?
another
But
tier.
if we had a decent category, but I
We should
think
have had a
that,
meaty category.
but that
Say
would make it a
above
bit too
average.
easy.
Above average.
Yeah, that
I'd
would
But
say.
I think that would make it too easy, innit? If
Because
you
I
had
can't
decent-
lie, I feel like the good category. There's a big
There's a
gap
big
between the
divide,
best and the
there's a
good
top
and the
end
worst
good
and the
and the
good.
bottom end good.
Yeah, there's a massive
Yeah.
divide there. I can't lie.
I think right now we're being a bit cutthroat in it, but if we had a decent category, there could be a bit
Put
more
Dean Smith
leeway.
in good. Put Dean Smith in good.
Yeah, put Dean Smith in good.
Nah, I think he's average, man.
Who's-
Nah,
Wait,
so who's
so
saying he's
we've
in
got
good?
three
Who's saying
people saying he's in good. That's
Yeah.
3-2.
I said average to begin. I moved to good because it
Yeah,
does make sense.
let's put
But
him
they
in
are
good,
in the
man.
Premier
Let's
League
respect
because they
him.
got a goal that it shouldn't even been a goal.
Okay,
but
cool.
So-
Now he's
Fair
doing
enough.
this. He's
You
doing
know
his
what?
thing
You know
now.
what? The
You
whole
have to
the whole
respect him, come
recruitment thing is just a bit funny because it's like, okay, they got the right personnel, but
Mm.
at the end of the day, even a lot of managers don't really have a lot of say so in the players they bring in.
I hear that, but it's part of the job, innit? Like that.
Yeah, he used those players quite
So
well.
he could just he could just be a very fortunate manager because
Hey,
roles
hey,
roles
Aria.
reversed. What if Havertz Werner were hitting some crazy numbers? Wouldn't Lampard be fighting
not
for the
though.
title?
Hey,
Yeah,
alright,
that's
it's
one
one
of
of them
the
ones.
That's the
Hey, it's one of them
difference.
ones. If it goes well, you're a star. If it doesn't,
Exactly,
you're
Exactly.
well lad.
exactly.
That's
So,
management.
yeah.
That's management.
That's just life in general. If you do
That's
well,
just
you're a star.
management, man.
If
That's
you're
just
not,
management.
yeah, that's how it is, man.
Because it's
That's
just
why I
very
think he's-
different for a lot of people. So I don't
That's why I
know.
think he's in
He's
good.
good,
I
he's
think
good.
See, if there was a decent category, I'll put people like Dean Smith in there. Maybe
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
feel like there's a massive gap between the best and
so
good and the
Sarah,
worst and
you
good.
said good, right?
yeah, we'll put him in
Yeah.
good.
Okay, fair enough.
Sean Dyche, I think, should go good.
So
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah, I'd say good. Despite
John-
how much I
it's
hate
not-
his footballing philosophy, I'll
yeah,
go with
he's
good.
done really well. He's done so well.
Yeah.
Goals,
Like,
kept them up
Their
this
budget is
season.
shoestrings.
they have the worst budget by some mile, by
Yeah.
quite a mile. They brought in Dale Stevens last year on a free. Dale
their team
fucking
is poor.
Stevens.
A lot of their team is very like the defense
Ah.
and the midfield is mid.
It's a championship team.
Yeah, it's mid.
No, to be honest, I think he does make decent centre backs, but the left backs and the full backs are pretty poor.
And the
then-
centre mids are meaty as well.
Although
yeah.
I'm not being, I think in a couple of years' time they could be in this. Obviously, the takeover aside, because they could be in the same situation as Crystal Palace potentially.
yeah, I hear
and I
that.
think he
but-
might leave because I'm hearing that he had beef with the owners, innit? So
Yeah,
but
they
he
got new-
deserves his flowers though. He's done his thing.
if he leaves now, he's
Mm.
done an absolutely unbelievable job for Burnley because
Yeah, yes.
under him,
yes.
they've even got to Europa League once, I swear.
Yeah, they did.
Wait, do you think he's like the upper end of good?
No.
Who?
For Burnley,
Dyche.
yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I
we're
reckon he
talking about
is.
overall. Wait, you think he's edging elite? Come on, come off it, bro. No,
Do you know how bad their finances are?
no. We're not doing that. He's good at best. Let's not push it now. Let's not push
you
it.
hate him so. You just hate him so much.
No. I've admitted that he's good. Like we're not pushing him to elite. No.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you saying? For Mikel Artapas.
You know what? Should we go
it's
to
average,
Ole? Should we go to Ole first?
Average.
Or...
No. Let's not run
Arteta's
from
poor.
that.
We'll keep
Don't
them
run
last
from
in
that.
it. Let's
Arteta's
do
poor.
No.
He's
Let's
poor.
not escape this. Let's not escape it.
Arteta's poor.
Arteta.
He's poor.
Let's talk about Mikel Arteta.
Yeah,
Mikel
he's not
Arteta.
done much. You could arguably say he's done worse than Lampard.
Yeah,
I'd actually put Arteta in average.
he's done.
in my
He's
opinion.
done worse.
He's been poor.
He's done worse. Than
You
Lampard.
know
He
what?
has done worse than Lampard.
Oh, I'm just in a place. I'm just in a video call with a lot of people with agendas. So I feel like,
What?
it's really, I'm
Wait,
getting-
wait,
No.
where
Let's
you
look at
putting
let's
him?
look at the
I'm
facts.
getting
Let's look at the
negative air.
facts.
Where
I'm
are you putting
saying
him?
I'm saying it's average.
I think he's
Actually,
poor.
there was a poll that said we should rate Arteta's thing over 10, and I gave him
Average.
5.5 over 10.
That's average.
So yeah, I think I would go average.
Yeah,
But
that's
we
what
put-
I put as well,
average.
average.
But we put Lampard in poor, and Lampard got top 4 the first season. And
Okay.
I don't think
Like,
Lampard should be poor.
Lampard
But
got
Lampard-
top
no,
4.
you know what it is?
Lampard got top 4
Can I
because
say-
he started and ended the season. Arteta came in,
Can I
so
say-
that doesn't really.
Can I say quickly?
yeah, but
Can I
Arteta
say-
this season he's had a
Then
whole budget. and
Arteta's
he's-
Arteta's also won a trophy, so
Yeah.
maybe just give him a bit of prop for that,
Can-
winning a trophy.
Can I just
I don't
say?
think
Can I
Lampard
just
should be
say?
poor.
What
The
is it? What is
difference,
it
the difference between Arteta and Lampard is Lampard was significantly backed. Arteta was backed, but he wasn't backed to the lengths that Lampard was, and they've performed at maybe a similar level. Maybe Lampard I think he was higher than Arteta when he got sacked,
Far higher.
but it's because he was backed by Abramovich. Arteta hasn't really been backed by the Arsenal board to the extent that Lampard has. So I think for that, you can't really compare him to Lampard because of one
yeah.
person's been backed significantly more than the other. So I think average is fair for Arteta.
You know,
Then doesn't that move Lampard up then a little bit?
No,
because
because
Lampard
if
was
he
sacked.
got backed by Abramovich and he was still crap.
But in that
He
first
wasn't
season,
poor.
he overperformed.
In my opinion, they're on the same level. In my opinion,
I feel
Yeah,
like they're on
that's
the
what I
same
In my
level.
opinion, they're definitely not on the same level. I mean,
what do you think? You think
Really?
Arteta's significantly better?
not significantly better, but I feel like what Lampard was doing this season is literally like, okay, you said the top 4 thing that he did in the first season. A lot
Yeah.
of people said, well, he overachieved.
Hmm.
Would you say he overachieved?
I think so.
Nah, no,
Yeah, he
no,
did it.
no.
They
He
predicted
no.
they predicted
He
Chelsea
didn't
to come
over-
8th.
He didn't overachieve. You know why?
Yeah, Chelsea were
Everyone was
predicted to come 8th,
Everyone was meaty.
but he
Everyone
wasn't.
was meaty.
No,
Yeah,
but
everyone
one
was
thing I'll say
at
against
some
that was
point.
Chelsea were always in the top 4 anyway. So it wasn't a thing where it wasn't like a Oli thing where Oli went on a run and kind of because everybody was meaty, he took advantage. Lampard was already in the top 4, and because Chelsea last season were very inconsistent. If Chelsea were consistent, they would have come a lot higher. I mean, that applies to everybody, but my thing is that Chelsea were already in the top 4, so people kind of capitalize on Chelsea rather than Chelsea capitalize on other people.
It's only his second season in management and he comes top 4 with Chelsea. That is a pretty good achievement.
With a transfer ban as well.
With a
Yeah, but he
transfer
got
ban. And
when he
he
got the
already had a
transfers,
good
he
team.
completely
And
He
then
was
when he
good
now
team.
did get the transfers,
when he got the
then-
transfers,
Yeah.
he flopped.
Yeah, I
He's
know,
poor.
yeah.
He's poor, man.
I know.
I put him as average, but
I think he's
they're on the
average.
same
I don't
level.
think he can be poor. I don't know how. I don't know. Then we're gonna have nobody in poor.
Yeah, that's the
Apart
only
from-
thing. That's why I want
Apart
to.
from
I think Mikel's
Yeah.
in poor because Mikel he's not done significantly better than Lampard. You could argue say he done worse. Like the run he
Yeah,
went on
he-
this
he
year
has.
was shocking.
He has done worse, but he's
with
had
the
less
signings
to
and
work
the money
with.
that Chelsea had this season, when Lampard got sacked, we were 3 points behind Chelsea. So
That's a
can't
very
expect
good
us-
point.
you can't
But that was
expect
because
us-
we were on a
with,
decent
with
run.
Chelsea's squad and with our squad. Chelsea were meant to be clear of us. Let's be real.
Clear?
Chelsea
Yeah,
were meant to be
no,
clear
no.
of
Yes,
a lot
Chelsea were meant
of
to be
teams.
clear of
Chelsea
us.
were
Yeah,
meant
they
to
are,
be
they
clear.
are.
When
They
you look
are.
at this
Like-
season, Chelsea should be second. Looking at their squad,
yeah,
they
they
have the
should be
second
top.
best
They
Chelsea-
squad.
should be
Chelsea
top
under-
contenders.
Chelsea underperforming doesn't excuse Mikel Arteta underperforming.
It
He's
doesn't, but then
underperformed
when you're
worse.
comparing them, then you have to say put Lampard in our team. Wouldn't you say Lampard would be lower than we were?
I mean, that's hypotheticals. There's not really
I don't know.
anything. Because it's not
I
like
mean, in terms of comparisons, I mean, you could say yeah, Arteta has been poor for us, but then in terms of comparing Arteta and Lampard,
If
I
Arteta was
think
at
that-
Chelsea, would they be doing better or worse?
would they be doing
Arteta
better?
was at
I don't know.
Chelsea, he would've
Firstly,
been sacked by now.
Arteta probably wouldn't have gone for most of Lampard's signings if Lampard did go for them. I don't know.
No,
But it's
remember,
not
they
Lampard
came out.
signings.
If
It's
it's
the
not
board
Lampard signings,
signings.
then I
Yeah,
guess
it was a
fair
board
enough,
signing,
as well.
so yeah.
Arteta would
So
be gone by now.
vote.
if
What
he
we
was at
saying?
Chelsea,
What we
man.
saying for
Let's not
Arteta?
lie.
Who's saying good?
I'm
Who's
saying
saying
average.
Average. Who's saying good?
Saying average, and that's generous.
Saying average.
I don't think average is generous.
I think based on
So,
what.
Okay, if Arteta wins the Europa League, where do you guys put him?
Average.
Still
Average.
Fair enough.
Average. Put them both in average. They're both average.
Because
we
the
saying
league
average for
position
Arteta?
is unexcusable.
I'm not putting
The
Yeah.
league position is abysmal.
It's
We
unacceptable.
can't escape that. It's terrible.
That's
So it's
for the
average.
second year straight as well, by the way.
I don't know why you count the first year so much. He came in Bournemouth when Emery has already taken us to some crazy.
But he
lengths. I
finished
don't really
8th.
count that first season. The only thing I actually rate him poorly on is what he's done this season. Last
So
season,
would you say that he's good?
no. I
'Cause
said
we're all
he's
agreeing
poor.
that
He's
it's
been poor
average.
this season.
Yeah, but
Because
he's
our
average.
league format has been poor. But then I'm just not regarding last season. I don't know why a lot of people bring up
I mean, last season he got eliminated from Europa League.
I think
and
that
he finished 8th.
those were his first few months of management in general. I don't know.
It's true. I mean, you can't be too.
Average.
It's not nice, in it? That
And then at the end of the
sometimes-
season, he did win a trophy. I don't know why a lot of
Yeah.
people don't like to regard that he actually won or something.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
no.
It's still average though.
Yeah, he's average. Yeah.
We're not saying it's poor, but it's average.
Yeah, I think I'd
Okay,
go
average. I hear that, average.
Are we not moving Lampard up?
I'm not moving Lampard. though.
Nah, Lampard got back and he
What?
flopped. He
I'm
stays
not
in
Nah,
poor. I
Lampard.
don't care.
Lampard
He got
staying
back
for.
and he crumbled. So
Oh, the
Yeah, what we saying for Oli?
Sarah, but you know the ones.
What are you saying for
we're
Oli?
moving on to
It's
the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Average.
Oof.
No,
I'll put him
good.
as good.
I'm putting him.
But
But what's he done that's good though?
Bro, we're second in the league currently. We finished
you
third
said-
last season.
So you said that everyone else has been meaty. That's why Lampard came fourth. Is that not the exact same
No,
thing? for
that's
Oli?
last season though. That's
That's
last
last
season.
season.
But
this
you
season.
think this season everyone's been
I'm
good?
talking about this season.
This season, everyone's actually been better.
Is the quality?
This season everyone's been
better than
horrible.
last season.
Everyone's been better than last
What?
season, definitely.
It's better than last season.
This season.
Definitely.
Which
This
which
season
team
actually
would you
started
say-
with the COVID thing. So last season there was a huge drop off
Yeah.
when the COVID thing happened.
When you actually
which-
look at it, wait. When you actually look at it, United are on 29 points, yeah? No, on 57 points with 29 games. If they win their next game, they're on 60 points with 8 games to go. United are on course to finish a lot higher points than last season. So if you're looking at it,
Yeah.
then people
The
are actually
quality's
doing better.
increased.
Last season was
Quality is
quite,
increased.
But that's
Because
just one
whoever
team.
comes-
What about everyone else? Like Tottenham, Chelsea. What about them? Could they still
Chelsea
finish
on
in the 8?
Chelsea on 51 with 29 games. I feel like-
51.
yeah.
That is. It's not a good points tally.
That's what I'm
In
saying.
terms of this
who would you say
season.
who would you say has had a good season out of the top 6 teams
Obviously City.
and no one else?
Based
but then
compared to
a lot
last
of-
season,
a
we've
lot of-
improved our
a lot of
points
top six
tally a lot more. So
I've
I think we've had a
actually
decent
played
season.
good. So
I think Man United have had a good season based on.
No, United
Because we
have had
didn't
a
expect-
decent season. A decent.
No one
It hasn't
expected.
been
No one
good.
expected. No one expected us to be
Decent.
second,
It's been
no one expected
decent.
us.
Yeah,
and we've improved our goals tally.
I think it's
But
average.
the only
been a
reason you're
decent-
second is
it's been a
because
decent
Liverpool
season.
are poor. Let's have it right. The only reason you're second is because Liverpool are poor. If Liverpool
Yeah,
were
but it's been a
anywhere,
decent season. It's been a decent season. Yeah,
yeah, so that's
I agree
average.
with that.
That's not good.
It's better than average though. It's no.
Nah,
we had a
it's
good
average.
season. It
This
hasn't been an elite
has
season.
definitely been a good season for United.
Exactly.
What-
It's a
It's
good
what-
okay,
season.
what-
man.
What
How can we say it's been
what
a
would you
decent
regard as a
season?
good season? Them winning the league.
For
Is that what you're
United,
saying?
United need to win
you know
something
what,
to
you
be
know what?
for a good season.
No,
We're talking.
no. That's a
firstly-
great season. Winning
Firstly,
something's
That's a
great
great season.
Firstly, we're
Yeah,
focusing
winning the
on.
league is a great season.
I
Firstly,
said
we're
something.
Win
I didn't say the
something.
league.
Something.
Firstly, we're focusing
Come
on the
on,
Premier
what?
League. So you're telling me they've not had a
Yeah.
good season in the league?
They've been
We've had a
okay.
good season.
If they
It's
finished
okay.
20 points behind City.
If-
There was a,
Okay,
there was a
pause,
point where people
pause.
said he
They're
should
not
get
20
sacked at this
points
Wait,
behind
season.
wait, 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 wait.
How
You
many
guys,
points
wait,
did
wait,
Man
wait,
City-
wait. Wait, you guys,
Come
wait. We're
on,
gonna
come
go
on
one by
now.
one now. So, Sarah, what's your thoughts on Oli and what's your thoughts on United this season?
No,
So
I
you
think
know.
it's average because the gap might not even be less than what. Okay, it's not 20 points now, maybe only like 12 points. That's still.
No, they
Not
have a
that
game
great.
in hand. Okay, basically, if United win their game in hand, they're 10 points behind City.
Wait, let me ask you something. If Oli isn't good, then why is Brendan Rodgers in good? Because he's working with a lot less budget and a lot worse team when he picked up.
No, if you look at Leicester's team, they actually have a good team.
When he
Like,
picked
let's
up,
not-
their team was poor.
he has a good team though.
but
has
when
a good
he
team.
picked them up, they were poor.
But no, forget
you
on
can
paper.
argue-
Let's actually have a good side. Forget
Exactly,
what they
let's
look like
have a
on
good
paper.
team.
But when
Leicester have a
he
good
picked
team.
them up, though, when he picked them up,
Leicester's midfield is probably better than our midfield.
but you're
Am I
missing
right?
what
Their
I'm saying.
defense is better than our
When he
defense.
When
let's
he
not
picked
lie.
them up, when Brendan Rodgers
Oh.
picked them up, they weren't
I
this
get what
good.
you're saying, Daniel, but
But when
there also has to
when
be an
Ole
element-
picked us
wait,
up,
wait,
we were
Denzel,
immediately
wait,
When
wait.
Ole
slapped
picked
by
United,
Liverpool.
they were quite
wait.
We were trash when
There's
he picked
also
us up.
there's also
man.
a sense of I get what Dan is saying. You're looking at it in totality of what Brendan Rodgers has done is far greater than what Ollie's done, which is correct. Which is why if we're looking at it, he should be in a higher level than Ollie. But there's also a sense of is he at a level where he's an elite manager as well? Brendan Rodgers isn't at an elite level where we can say we can put him there. You get what I'm saying?
Has Ollie done for United as much as Sean Dyche has done for Burnley? No, he hasn't.
Sean Dyche has been here for long.
Sometimes he's been there for time, man. You can't. use that
But
as a
I'm
comparison.
saying.
Okay,
Look at-
okay. I'm gonna ask you a question quickly.
What has Ancelotti done
do
for
you think?
Everton?
he's
That's
made
a
them
good
into a
one.
top 4 challenging team. They were never that far.
Bro, last season they were quite poor. I can't lie. Last season they were quite poor.
Last season, because their team was pretty poor. Let's look at their team. They had
Everton
Tom
are
Davies,
Everton are 8th. So you're telling me Allardyce putting Everton 8 is not as impressive as Ole putting United 2nd?
Allardyce, sorry.
Sorry,
Ancelotti.
Ancelotti putting Everton 8 is not as impressive as Ole putting United 2nd. Is that what you're saying?
Ancelotti's 3 points off top 4.
It's still 8.
Okay, he's still
3
8.
points.
No, but you have to look at it points wise. You gotta look at it
Yeah.
points wise.
Okay.
Points wise,
So
okay,
wait.
but then when it comes to us, no one is looking points wise. Everyone says 10th, 9th. Okay, so I'm not looking points wise. I'm looking position on the table. Right now, he's 8th.
Yeah, I
And
do get what you're saying, Ray, but
and Ole is 2nd. So you're telling me
cannot-
putting
can't be
Everton 8th and Ole putting United 2nd is
hey,
not as
you man, we gotta be a bit more cutthroat.
And
What are we saying? What are we saying?
Can I just say quickly? You can't be second in the league and be an average manager.
I just
There's no way you can put him as average when he's second in the league. No, that you can't do
Yeah.
that.
So Frank
I mean,
Lampard was
You
a good
can't be
manager.
telling
Chelsea-
me that man like
Chelsea
Oh
were-
god.
Dyche
Can we?
and what's it called and Dean Smith and them man there who are mid-table managers. This guy's second in the league, and you're gonna say he's
yo,
average.
I can't
You're gonna
lie.
be putting him with Graham Potter and Chris Wilder and Ralph. Like, come on,
United
man.
do not have
Don't be doing that.
United do not have the best player in any position
Yeah, they do.
in
They
the
have
whole
players
team.
that
Except
are
from
debatable.
center attack.
The only person who's probably debatable is Bruno and Cam.
Yeah.
But in
But-
terms of their whole team, their midfield
Is Luke Shaw-
of McTominay and
Luke
Scott,
Luke Shaw
you
as
don't have
well.
an elite
Luke
striker.
Shaw,
Yeah,
Bruno.
Luke Shaw is
That's
so
it.
arguable for one
That's
of the
two.
best left backs, but that's about it. De Gea hasn't really been the same.
Is Pogba not one of the best midfielders in the world?
Well, he hasn't proven that over the past couple. He's not. Let's be honest. Based on performance, no.
So he's not.
Based on
I mean,
performance,
in
he's not.
terms
He's
of-
not even the best CM in the
terms of-
league.
In terms of what
Say
most
no more.
the most
Say
of the, I think most this season they played McTominay and Fred. So I guess at the end of the day, it's not like
That double pivot, man, that stinks. But
So
no,
everyone just say
Yeah,
their one
yeah.
thing.
I'm putting him as good. I'm putting him as good.
as well.
Okay. I
Good.
think everyone.
I was gonna say yeah. Just
I can't lie. I want to move D Smith down. Average.
Me too,
No.
me
I
too.
want to put him
I
down.
really do.
No, I don't want to.
I
I don't
really
know.
do.
So what are we saying for Dean Smith? Who said he's good? I said he was good.
I said he's.
I said it's average.
What about-
Average.
I'd
What
be
about
happy
you,
to
sir?
move him down to average. I'd be happy to move
Yeah,
him down
I
to
don't mind
average.
that. I don't mind
Yeah.
that. You can move him down to average. I'm not sure about Sean Dyche.
No, Sean Dyche has to be an average.
Sean Dyche has
I
to.
mean, it has to be in good. Sorry, it has to be in good.
He has to be.
Fairs.
He has to be.
Bilic is a
That's a
PE
harsh
teacher.
one.
Well,
Bilic
you
is
know,
a
you
PE
guys were kind of being lenient. You know, there's hardly anyone in poor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even think Lampard should be 4, man. I know it's controversial. but
Nah, man,
it's
he's
just-
poor,
it's just-
man. He's poor. He's poor.
I agree, but he's one of them ones. I can't lie.
Bilic is a PE teacher.
Bilic is a PE teacher.
Yeah.
I'll put him in poor.
Poor. He's not.
No,
bad.
It's sad to see.
He got
It's
that
sad to
result
see.
against City, I guess.
It's sad to see.
I'll put him at
That's
poor.
it. Yeah,
One
I think
game.
he's poor.
Nah, he's a PE teacher. He's a PE
He's
teacher.
poor, man.
I don't know.
I mean, West Brom's ball.
I don't know, man.
They're on drugs or something. Like,
Nah, Lampard's a lot better.
Can
than
you say?
Bilic, man.
Can you say
Yeah,
Newcastle
Lampard's
scored and West Brom scored?
Newcastle
Newcastle
scores a
not
lot better.
significantly.
It's a lot better.
Newcastle
He's
are
a
a
lot
better
better.
squad.
Well,
Significantly better.
West Brom, he done literally nothing for them though. Like, there's nothing redeemable about Bilic.
You just got them promoted. That's it. But in the Premier League,
And
he hasn't
also,
done-
they weren't amazing during their towards the end of when they came up.
Exactly.
They were
No,
starting
he's a
to
PE
show
teacher.
signs.
He's a
They were starting to show signs that they weren't that good.
I'm putting in PE teacher.
PE teacher.
The whole club's a bit of a mess. Do you know that
That's
Hegazi
fair
said
enough.
about
Okay,
it?
wait. Let's actually get this clear. So I think the deciding vote is Denzel. Where are you putting him?
Wait, who said?
PE teacher.
I think
he
PE
has-
teacher is a bit harsh, man. That's a bit harsh.
Wait, Sarah, what's yours?
I'm saying PE teacher just for West Brom. Like obviously
Yeah,
West
yeah.
Ham is
We
different.
already
but
have 3 PT.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put him in PE teacher. I don't mind. I won't argue with that.
Okay.
I won't argue with that as well.
Tuchel.
Tuchel.
He dresses like a PE teacher.
I think it had.
He's good.
That's a mock.
I'll put him in good.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah, good.
I don't think there's much debate about Tuchel.
No more.
Yeah.
than
Hates
that.
It
attacking,
hasn't
but
been. He hasn't
Doesn't
been in
look
the
for
league
that
long
back to
enough.
come.
Yeah.
Can we do something different? Can we put him right in between elite and good? Like
Nope.
just
No.
Hold your
You know
horses
why?
there,
You
son.
know why?
Nope.
He hasn't been. You can't say he's been in the league long enough for him to be elite.
Hold your horses, Josh.
Bro,
I
he's
don't know,
good.
man.
Josh,
Hold
you
your
literally
horses.
don't
Even outside the league, like his whole career as well.
You
What
don't
has
go
he
past the
been doing?
halfway line for more than 1 minute in a game.
I mean,
Even
he got
along his
PSG to
career,
their
what did he
first.
get in his career? I mean,
He got PSG to their first Champions League,
He
innit?
may
Yep,
he may
but
become
then
elite.
final.
He may
He
become
final. He
elite.
didn't win it.
okay, getting Neymar and Mbappe to Champions League final so hard. I mean, I don't know. it's not something that impressive, I guess.
I mean, they'd never done it before, so
I know they've
it
never
must have
done it
been
before,
difficult.
but it's just like if Pep gets City to the final, it's just like saying, "Oh, Pep got City to the final."
I mean, Pep hasn't even been to a final in
you
like 10
better
years.
get them to the
They
final.
didn't win
I mean,
nothing.
that
They
kind
didn't
of
win
thing.
nothing.
I do hear that. I'm not really fast to.
Nah, we're not
keep up.
celebrating finals appearances if you
Yeah.
don't win, bruv. That's a failure.
I feel like he's good. Let's see what he has to offer next.
What are you
season.
saying about Sam Allardyce?
Big
Paul.
Sam.
Big Sam,
For
Paul.
once, it's
Poor,
looking
poor.
impossible.
Finally, we have another Paul.
Yeah, he's
Let's
poor.
put him there.
I think PE teacher's too harsh because he
It's too
inherited.
harsh. Oh, definitely. That's too
Yeah.
harsh. I feel.
That's poor.
Now,
But
when you
he's
come
a
in
solid
halfway
Premier
through the
League
season,
manager. Steve
Yeah.
Bruce isn't a solid Premier League manager.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's the way I see it.
And then Paul Heckingbottom
Oh god, this
is PE teacher.
bomb underneath,
PE
man.
teacher.
He's a
Nah,
Nah,
PE
bro,
teacher.
there's
Like,
something
get him out
lower.
here,
There's
man.
something lower
Who?
than PE teacher, bro.
Who is this guy? Like, get him out of it, man.
We
might
need
be
we need
below
Max
PE.
back. We need Max back onto.
hey, this guy
knock him
might as
off.
well just be a supply teacher. I can't lie, man.
Exactly, man. This
Might
guy
as
needs
well
to
be a
supply
be
supply
PE.
teacher, bro.
Okay,
Roy
so
and
back
Scott,
to the
Roy
two
and Scott.
people. Back
Okay,
to the two
fine.
people.
Roy and
Roy
Scott Parker.
and Scott Parker.
Average, they're both average.
Nah, put them both in poor.
Yeah, Paul might be more.
Put them both
Nah,
in
yeah,
poor.
put them both in pool then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put them both in Paul.
I feel like we're being
Because
too
Dean Smith
lenient on them
is clear of
before.
both of them.
Put them both in poor.
What
Even
are
though
Crystal
it-
Palace's expectations? Like,
Even though in retrospect, we know they are decent managers right now, but because we don't
right,
have a
yeah.
decent category, we have to
Yeah,
put them in
Yeah.
poor.
I have to
Because
put
like
them in
Mourinho is
four,
clear
yeah.
of both of them. Both, and he's
Yeah.
an average.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just one of those things.
And let's not
Yeah.
forget Mourinho battered Oli 6-1 as well. Let's not forget that as well. So
Yeah, where's his trophy for that?
Red
Well, he
card
left up the
tax.
600.
United talking about
United
trophies.
6-1.
You know. United talking about
He's been to
trophies.
more
You haven't
finals
won
than
for
Oli,
No,
years.
but
you know.
it's Tottenham.
in
It's Tottenham.
in 1
It's
year.
Tottenham.
So
That
they
6-1. I'm sure. I'm sure they would trade that 6-1 for a place in the Europa League right now, though.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
That's
they
all I'm
would.
saying. That's
They
all I'm
would.
saying.
You know what? The only thing really about Ole is just what outside the league. But in terms of what he's actually done in the league, I don't think he even gets enough credit. Because what do people actually expect United to be doing? Winning the league right now? Is that because I don't get it. When people say
United, yeah, is they just haven't improved enough. Like with United, I think the progress is too small. Like other
But then the
clubs,
thing is how much. The thing is like this. I'm just actually like, what do people actually like this season? What do you actually? Do you really expect them to be very close to?
Hey, we've had this argument before, man. We've had this
Yeah.
argument before, man.
I
I
think
think United
we've been there for a
they're
minute.
doing okay in it. They're going in the right direction, sort
they're
of
going
thing.
in a
But
steady pace.
steady,
yeah,
yeah,
bit by
steady
bit,
Eddie.
bit by bit.
Steady
Yeah.
pace. By the time Chelsea will go up and then Liverpool come back and then back to square one.
Okay. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's it'll be interesting. Next year will be the
Next
final
season will be quite
verdict for me.
interesting. Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
lie.
if we
People say that
invest-
every season, man. Next season.
Yeah, but
Someone
this
falls
season
off.
there was obviously Liverpool fell
Nah.
off. and then-
Everybody always falls off. There's always a
Yeah.
fall off team. It's like there's no
Yeah.
point waiting for next season. Just look
No,
at
but
season
next
will be
season will be a
United.
lot more
Let's actually
interesting.
be
than this
real.
season.
In every ideal season, if City have a good squad and Pep is good that season, City will
They're gonna
always
win the league. They're gonna
Yeah,
win the
That's
league.
true.
Let's
That's
be
true.
real.
Yeah,
I think we're
Apart
just saying
from
that now
obviously
because
the
they're top of the
season
league,
before.
innit? But let's see,
Yeah,
man. Let's see.
because-
Maybe no. Obviously, City always have that season where they would obviously fall off a bit, and I think people can capitalize on that. But at the end of the day, you still have to really perform because last season City fell off and they still got like 80 something points. They were
people are
still
saying they
winning
fell off
everybody.
this season.
People
Because
fell
this
off.
season-
People think they fell off so much.
true.
They
Yeah.
didn't.
They're not as good as they once were in it, but they're doing their thing, bro. They're doing their thing. But
What are you saying
yeah,
is what are you saying at the final tier? Is there anyone that we think should be changed?
Mm.
Nah, I think that's okay.
Because I think we've been generous to Graham
Yeah.
Potter. You know, I think we've been
that's
generous.
okay still.
I think he's a good manager, but
Is he better
Yeah,
than
I
Scott
think it's
Parker?
average. It's average. It's average.
I think he's better than Scott Parker.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is he clear of Scott Parker?
Nope, I think
He's
he's
not
the same
clear.
level. I think he's the same level as Scott
You
Parker.
can
I
say
think-
that.
yeah, I
I don't
think
think
the
that's.
same level as
I don't think that's harsh to say, innit?
I think they're the same level. I think Graham Potter should go down to Paul. If I'm being honest. just based on performance. Like I rate him, but I think just based on his catalogue, he should be
Yeah,
in poor.
that's
Okay,
actually
I rate
fine.
Graham Potter, but we can put him as poor. I don't mind. We can
I
put him as
think that's
poor.
where he should go. Poor.
That's what she meant. Does
'Cause,
anyone
like-
have any arguments with that?
Nah, I don't think there's
Yeah,
any.
you can do it.
Because even I think Chris Wilder's done a lot better than him
Yep.
like his first season.
I don't know, man. I think some of the people in that poor category.
At the end
could
of the
go
day,
up.
football is a result sport. Let's be real. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
If
you,
they
man, have
don't
you-
stay up, then obviously he's poor. Like if they
Yeah.
don't stay up.
Yeah.
But hey, you man, have you ever talked about like the quality of football? Have you ever had a discussion about that?
Not really. No.
Who plays the best football in the league?
No, about the
Yeah.
quality of football, like where it is right now.
Oh
Oh.
no, we
I
definitely.
feel like
talked
we've
about
we've brushed over it. We've never had a.
I feel like
Well,
we need to
discussion
one
about
day-
it.
that. Is it in terms
Yeah,
of like
that's
another
football,
thing.
football before and football now?
Sort of, but I think
We-
that's a
we
We talked
discussion
about
for another day.
tens. We talked about the
Brushed
number 10
over it.
position in
We'll
the most
talk about that
detail.
another day though, because
Talk about that
we've
another
been
day.
on
Yeah,
here
that's
for quite a while, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
you man, we
Yeah,
gave
man.
you that content, bro. Gave you that serious content. 2 different subjects. Come on, man. But yeah, you man know what to do. Obviously, if you disagree or agree, comment below. Tell us what your thoughts are, innit? But yeah, man. If you like ideas like this, like tell us in the comments, what other things that you want us to do as well, innit? But yeah, man. We'll catch you another time. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.